fumbles and interceptions and throwing the ball early in the game. So we'll see how they have their adjustments set up on this one. Michigan won the toss, and Oregon's going to kick off, and this is going to go deep into the end zone, about 5 yards actually, and they're going to bring it out. Looking for a block, cuts back up towards the hashes, gets dropped. Didn't get to the 20-yard line, 26-yard return, but it's probably going to be about the 18-yard line, and that's where Michigan's going to start on their first drive.
Yeah, a little deeper than they'd like to right there on the 19. But, a big part about it is it really doesn't matter where Michigan's going to start. They love their offensive line. They love Blake Corum and the speed at the receivers. It's going to be an interesting matchup. The linebackers with Oregon, they're stud DBs. It's going to be a fun one, Von.
Yep, and McCarthy has enough speed to get outside when he needs to. He can throw the ball. He's a multi talented weapon in his own right. And then you get Corum, who just won't go down and always falls forward for 15 yards. And then Henning and Wilson on the outside. And they're going to come out in full house backfield here. Handoff, and it's going to get swallowed up and dropped. Looked like bowling ball hitting pins there. 4-yard loss by Corum. Oregon's, kind of swarmed to the ball there and didn't give him anywhere to go.
Yeah, just a great penetration there by that one-on-one defensive lineman. The linebacker crept up right away, shot the gap. You don't want to ever see your offensive lineman in the backfield. Unfortunately, that's what they saw.
All right, our first long down and distance situation here. 2nd and 14. See how aggressive Michigan wants to be. See if they want to get half this back. Here they go. Empty backfield, so they're going to be pretty aggressive. Man in motion, over to the right. Dump over the middle. Looked like an inside screen pass. No one's there. Wilson only picks up one. Didn't cut up the field quick enough and get dragged down, so it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that's the rain right there. You catch it. A little slippery on that turf. As soon as he caught it, he had plenty of green in front of him. Unfortunately, it was the wrong green, and it was the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to throw that out to the wide receiver swing pass because he was going in motion over to that way. And everybody kind of dropped back, gave Wilson the whole middle of the field. Yeah, I definitely thought that was going to be more like 15 or 20 yards instead of 1. All right, 3rd and 13. First long 3rd down. Oregon's trying to get them off the field quick, get their offense on. McCarthy drops, looks, a little bit of pressure on both sides, throws, and caught. Sewell drags him down shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and inches. See if they go for this or they punt.
Yeah, just an incredible patient pocket presence there by McCarthy. 4th and inches. Last week we saw Cheney run away from Sewell on that one. Sewell did a great job staying in front. But it looks like we're going to keep this offense on the field.
Yeah, looks like they are going to go for it. They've already shown a full house backfield triple option look. Wishbone look, I should say. Now they're going with the Maryland. We saw this a lot last game. Handoff straight up the middle, and big first down. El Hadi, 4 yards.
Yeah, that is a big number 58 right there, just powering forward. And, I know Coach Jimmy loves fullback love. He loves the power game. So, nice little homage there to his opponent by Coach Pham.
Yeah, we saw that Maryland formation multiple times last game that I did with Michigan. They were very effective. Didn't matter whether it was like 10-yard line, 1-yard line. They still, that big offensive line, they're able to hold their blocks and give their running backs time to make plays. All right, come out. We got trips tight, bunch to the left. One to the right is still, he's inside the hash too. Here's a fake. McCarthy, read option, cuts up the middle, and it's going to get pushed forward and gain the first down, 10-yard gain. Looks like Michigan's got a little bit of offensive momentum now.
Yeah, the fluidity of that run by McCarthy there was pretty impressive. You normally don't see that, especially in these rain games, and it was just so crisp and how much they took advantage of the aggressiveness by that defensive end.
Yeah, so Michigan, 2nd and long, 3rd and long, convert on 4th down. Now they're getting 10-yard chunks, so let's see if that changes the tide of this drive because Oregon had them backed up. Looked like they were going to get the ball back close to midfield, and now Michigan's the one that has the ball close to midfield. All right, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Fake that handoff to Corum. McCarthy drops pressure from his left, and he gets hit, and the ball. Waiting to see if that was going to get picked by a lineman, but it's knocked down.
Exactly.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, those are scary there. I know we've all got dynasties where we've gotten smacked like that and a defensive lineman cribs it. But a great job by that defensive line getting pressure. McCarthy's dropping back deep right there. It's really difficult on your offensive lineman, on your tackles especially, to keep kick setting.
Yeah, he's dropping back. He's got plenty of time. He's got a nice little pocket, and then the pressure comes from both sides, off the tackle on both sides. So if you can't get that throw out quick, he doesn't have a whole lot of time. Here's a handoff to Corum, looking for an edge on the outside. Grabbed up high and dropped. Only gains one on the play. It's bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that DB room is very impressive. From the corners to the safeties, they played a great job. They don't mind coming up and making tackles, as we just saw right there. It was one man to beat, and he only allowed 1 yard.
Yeah, they have a really athletic defense in Oregon. As you said before, the linebackers in the secondary, they can cover the entire field, side to sideline, and goal line to goal line. They can cover all over the place, so they have a lot of speed. So you try to get outside on them. Good luck. Sewell is a beast over the middle, and I've seen him pick a lot of passes off as well, lurking at middle linebacker. All right, tight formation, trips to the right. Play clock down to 7. McCarthy drifting to his right, rolling hard now, looking downfield, stops, throws back across, caught for a first down. Roman Wilson gets popped right away, still gets enough yards, and moves the chains for the Wolverines.
Yeah, impressive. And again, the feet by McCarthy. This time he didn't take off to run, just needed to buy some time. And the speed of Roman Wilson to bounce off that route right there. Great job. And surviving the hit was more important.
And that throwback to the other side. Got to worry about the user clicking on circle and getting over there and stepping in front. So he was very fortunate there, and 1 that he held on, and 2 that it wasn't cut off and picked off. There you go, pistol formation. Now they send Corum in motion to the right, throws it out to him in the flat, and he gets hammered down right around the 44-yard line. Only gains 2 on the play.
Yeah, those are the hybrid linebackers right there. They done a tremendous job adapting to this brand new defense that Coach Jimmy's brought in. They've really have shown how much they can use the athleticism of these kids, and you're seeing it there. With the exception of a few plays, Oregon's there on every single play.
And that's one thing this league does not have a lot of, is just straight up team speed. So when you get guys that can move sideline to sideline on defense and stretch the defense, as a receiver or a back, those guys are gold. Here's Corum trying to find a hole, picks his way up, gets 6 yards on the play, bring up a short 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, he got 6 yards on that one, but it only brings his total to 3 yards, and that's kind of just an overall example of how much they're doing a good job of coming after the run. Now we get another 3rd down. This time, 3rd and short. It seems a little foreign for Coach Pham to get a 3rd and short here, but let's see how they're going to come out with it.
And he's close to burning 4.5 minutes off the clock on this first drive of the game too. Just taking a lot of time off the clock. I'm sure Oregon's offense is pacing. They just want to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, especially them being the away team. They're really, pretty much flexing their muscles here.
And they're only on the 35-yard line, so it's not like they're down inside the 10. This could be a 5.5-minute drive. All right, fake handoff to Corum. McCarthy stops, throws, got a man open in the flat. Tries to get up the sideline, tackle down right around the 31 or 32. It's going to be the fullback Shea with a big 6-yard reception and another first down.
Yeah, that's what Blake Corum adds, right? It's 3rd down and short. You're expecting him to get it right down the middle. And he pretty much had 2 receivers open there, the tight end and, of course, in the second level. But a great job by McCarthy, taking what they gave him, getting the first down.
All right, sitting right at the 30-yard line. Receiver goes in motion. Fake the handoff. He follows with him, looking for a block. Doesn't get it, and he stopped right at the 30-yard line for a 2-yard gain.
Oh, Vaughn, I know we both saw that blocker just completely take off, ignore everybody. God, if he gets that one, they might be on the sideline still running.
Yep. That drives me insane, too. You have one job to do, and you just walk straight up the field and try to get to the secondary when you got a lineman or a linebacker staring you right in the face. All right, 2nd down and 8. We are under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and Oregon hasn't touched the ball yet. Get 2 backs in the backfield. Quick drop, looks, takes a shot down in the end zone. Caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. 29 yards, and Roman Wilson torched that DB down the sideline, caught it right at the back of the end zone, and there you go. Michigan's on board first.
Coach Pham does this perfectly. He lulls you to sleep. He makes you think he's taking everything short, And unfortunately, there Roman Wilson, who is the key receiver, gets behind the defense, and we see it right there. Vaughn, you called it. Look at this drive. Look how long it was.
5:17. That'll make 49er George very proud. Time of possession. He's going to win. Even if they play even the rest of the game, he's still going to have a 5-minute advantage over Jimmy. So that's just crazy.
Yeah, Vaughn, and what does that do to you mentally? When you just, you could answer back. You're still going to be 7-7, but you just gave up a 5-minute drive.
I look at the clock and I'm like, I want to score before this quarter's over. I want this game tied before we get to the second. So I'm going to be making the stupid mistake of throwing. Here's Cole bringing it up the middle, gets a lane to the outside. He's got a couple guys to beat. If he doesn't get a block in the back, he gets pushed out of bounds. 39-yard return. Great return by Jermaine Cole. If he was a little bit faster, he might have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, then there you see it right there, just cutting the field pretty much in thirds right there. They're going to start it right behind their 40, and you're right. They might score before this first quarter's over.
Yeah, that's the pressure I would put on myself. Jimmy's a little more patient. He likes to run the ball more than I do. But it just you're like, all right, I just had to sit here, and that's the worst thing you can do because your defense is then going to be tired going back out on the field after a short drive, right? So he'd be better off just settling in and making Michigan defend the entire field for a long time. All right, Butterfield's got McGee in motion, drops back, looking for screens, got it. And Lemon Pepper Lou, great block, bounces off one of his other blockers, jukes and gets down right around the 46-yard line. Man, if he doesn't run into his own blocker, he might have had even more.
Yeah, that offensive line was road grading, and the rain is the big factor, right? That's what you do to get your quarterback's confidence up. Butterfield doesn't have small hands. He's a big guy. Good job there, getting deep, letting his old lineman get out there. And Lou, I mean, the stats speak for themselves for Lou.
Did you see that fatality block over there on the left side? My goodness. All right, we got trips to the right. Lou back there and back. Butterfield, hands off, straight up the middle. Nice hole. Pushes forward, gets down to the 35-yard line, 11 yards, and another first down for the Ducks.
I just don't get it. Lou is just so smooth. I mean, that's why they call him Lemon Pepper. But the linebacker was right there and just great burst. Tremendous run there. I love to see it.
He's so slippery. He just slides right off him. Wiggles, finds the hole. He's a different breed as well. He doesn't have, and it's not like he doesn't have power. He breaks tackles, but he doesn't have to. He just avoids tackles.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, game clock down to 1:10. They're all the way down on the 35-yard line, moving this ball pretty quick. Lou goes in motion. Butterfield swings it to him on the right side and breaks through one block. Two other guys drag him down at 35 for no gain. It could have been a huge negative play.
Yeah, and back to the line of scrimmage. That's ridiculous. Great job by Lou there.
Yeah, he broke that first one and then ran into his own blocker and somehow managed to get through him and the other tacklers. So 2nd down 10, game clock down to 43 seconds. Plenty of time if they want to score before the end of the quarter. All right. So waiting on Michigan to call play defense. There we go. All right. To the right. Got a fullback in there. Got an I formation. Hand off to Lou, looking for a block. Gets to the outside. Great wide receiver block, but linebacker, corner, whoever that was, slid between two and drug him down. Nice play on defense there to stop that play.
Yeah, you normally don't see arm tackles bring down Lou right there, but a great job setting it up. Oregon called a great play there. But Michigan's will on defense really helped them on that one.
Yeah, he slid right between two blockers and dragged him down. If he doesn't get there, that's a touchdown. He had the block set up perfectly. Just had to get to the edge and get around everybody. And we got 6 seconds. This play clock's going to wind out. We're going to have to go to the second quarter before they snap this ball. There we go. So very long, methodical drive by Michigan to start the game. Oregon's chunking it back, trying to score relatively quick here and tie this game back up. Been an interesting game so far.
Yeah, interesting to say the least. I mean, you saw on one side, Michigan had multiple third downs, doing a good job, staying unpredictable. And right now we're seeing Oregon with their methodical drive, and they're threatening here.
Got a big third down for Oregon at the 31. If he doesn't get this, depending on the distance, I could see him just kick the ball, take the points, or go for it. But they got to make sure they don't have a negative play here to keep that field goal alive. Butterfield drops, slings it over the middle. McGee catches it, holds on for a first down. Seven McGee, strong hands on the play.
Yeah, that was a ballsy throw right there. But you said it, the strong hands got up in the air, secured it, got smacked, came down with it. That's what you like to see as a quarterback.
All right, down to the 22, just outside the red zone. Yeah, that was a nice catch in traffic over the middle. Usually they give you that dropped catch animation, but fortunately for the Ducks, that didn't kick in. Yeah, trips right, hand off to Lou, gets to the outside, bounces off one guy, down to the 20, only gains 2 on the play, and now he's hurt. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. And he's holding his head, Von. That's not
Oh,
good.
that is not good because that usually means he's not coming back. That's a concussion animation right there.
Yeah.
At the depth chart right now, they got O'Shea Jackson and Jermaine Cole as their other running backs.
Yeah, you hate to see a fan favorite in Lou go down there holding onto his head, but like you said it, when the concussions happen, they got to stay out. Safety of the players comes first.
All right. Jackson is in there at running back. Power I formation. Barfield, handoff. Jackson, get to the edge, get around one guy, bounces. Oh, he tried to bounce through a guy. Makes it to the 15-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, you love to see that call. That means Coach Jimmy and his staff showing confidence in O'Shea, right? And it just letting them know, hey, it's no big deal. Lou's going to be fine. Just come in there, strap in. Let's get ready to take the load.
I'm telling you right now, if this was me and my guy got hurt, I would be so tempted to just go in there and stick Franklin at halfback. He's got 95 speed. Catch me if you can, fam. All right. Trips to the right. Butterfield barking out some changes. Taking his time. Handoff straight up the middle. Tries to blow through the lineman. Doesn't get it. 2-yard gains. Going to bring up 4th and 1, and we'll see how he wants to play this. He's going to gamble and go for it or just take the points.
Yeah, and right there, you hate to say it, right? You don't want to bring it up, but I mean, you think that Lou's going to power through that and get that yardage there. It's the confidence builder that you have in your stud. But again, I mean, it looks like the offense is going to stay on.
Yep. Well, you know how I would play this. Unless it's 4th and 20 from my own 1, I'm pretty much going to go for it. So I got a big set here. You got 2 tight ends to the right, got a fullback in there, 1 receiver way to the left. That's Franklin. Keep your eye on him. Play clock down to 8.
That 1-yard line seems far.
Handoff. Jackson tries to power through, and he's going to lose 2 on the play. It says 1. It looks like 2. Turnover on downs in the red zone. That's going to hurt. Definitely missing Lemon Pepper Lou on that drive.
Yeah, an impressive play there by the defense. The block was there, and they just missed one guy, and that's the casualty of it. You cannot miss someone when you only need 1 yard to go. Great play by Michigan. And Bond, they just had a 5-minute drive right now. There's only 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's see what Oregon's going to do right here.
Yeah, we'll see if those 3 points come back to haunt him later or not. If he loses by less than 3, you might want to take that field goal there, especially with Lou out. Receiver goes in motion. Here's the handoff. And straight, a little lag there. Kicks forward, gains about 9 yards. Roman Wilson, a little stutter on the stream there, so I didn't quite see it was right away. Roman Wilson picks up 9. It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, just solid job by that O-line. Opened up a ginormous crease. You usually don't see receivers breaking tackles by the linebackers, but Roman Wilson's special.
Yeah, you had a lot of room to run there. Very familiar play. I didn't say nothing because I know that animation. There you go. Pistol formation. Corum, fake handoff. Read option. Slides down to the 30. Picks up enough for a first down and doesn't take a big hit.
Yeah, smartly done there by the quarterback. You don't need him taking any damage. You don't need him taking hits. But, on the flip side of that, Fam's one of the lucky coaches that has kept his veteran quarterback room very intact. And, he's got pure confidence in the backup, but he loves J.J. McCarthy.
All right at 4:20, Jimmy. Yep, there we got it. Mild concussion now for the game, so Lemon Pepper Lou is done for the day. See how that affects Oregon's offense. They decide to throw the ball more. They got to get the ball back first.
Michigan. Yeah, that receiver on the left looks like he's 4 yards off the line. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he's coming in motion to the right. Handoff again, counter, cuts back to the middle, grabs and dropped
Whew.
right at the 30-yard line. Roman Wilson again. Can't get the ball
Yeah.
to him through the air. He's just going to run it with him.
Yeah, I mean, and there we have the NWO favorable 2 yards that look like a loss on that play, but a very impressive defensive stand there on that one.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Had a couple of wide receiver runs here. Quorum really hasn't run the ball much today. If he has more than 5 carries, I'd be shocked. Looks like they reset on offense. McCarthy's barking out something. Drops, looks, slings it out in the flat, and he stays in bounds but gets met by 2 ducks right there. 2-yard loss by C.J. Stokes. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, there's the speed again by Oregon's linebackers, and believe me, I know it says linebackers on the depth chart, but if it's not Noah Sewell, it's gonna be nothing but hybrid players. They can stop the run, they can hit, and they can definitely cover.
Yeah, he had both running backs going out into the flat, and I think if he throws that to the wide side to Quorum, he might have had a little more yardage to get there. All right, 3rd and 10, under 3 minutes left in this half. It's been a very fast half. McCarthy drops. Not real pressure. Now it's coming, and he steps and throws. Caught over the middle. He does get the 1st down. AJ Henning, 13 yards over the middle, got into that middle of that zone, caught the ball. McCarthy took a shot as he threw it.
Yeah, he did a good job, and again, we keep calling it right. The legs is buying enough time, scanning the field, and Fam does a good job of making sure he keeps his eyes downfield. Good job by the offense right there.
All right, and they continue to move the chains, be methodical. Down to 2.5 minutes left in the half. Oregon does get the ball to start the second half, so if they can get a stop here, go down, kick field goal or whatever, get a touchdown, they have a chance to flip the game right here, but they got to get a stop. Michigan's just going to grind this. Here's the handoff, and met and dropped. No gain for C.J. Stokes. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as we close in on 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and we're seeing it right. Those 1st and 2nd down runs are pretty much being shut down. It's the 3rd downs that are playing huge on both sides right now. And this 2nd and long, we're going to see how creative Oregon can get on defense because they got to find a way to slow down this clock.
Yeah, they've had them in long down and distance the entire first half. 2nd and 3rd downs have been long, and they somehow get that play, move the chains. Here's a handoff to Quorum, and he gets grabbed right away, breaks a tackle, tries to get outside, breaks 3 more tackles, falls forward, picks up 6 on a play. It's 3rd down and 4.
That's the superstar ability right there. And he's up there with those, the upper echelon of running backs in this league. The Cheneys, the Lewis, Corum, and it's just right there. That's what he creates. Second chances on every single play because of how athletic they are.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be stopped immediately for a loss in a play. Just fights through the guy and almost got to the edge. He had 3 or 4 ducks around him and made most of them have to put a hand on him to get him to the ground. All right, you got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quorum deep behind McCarthy. Steps, rolls, looking, stops, throws, got a man open. That's Quorum. Tries to juke a man to 25, gets dropped immediately. Still gains 26 on the play and another 1st down.
Yeah, and another 1st down on 3rd down. That's what we're seeing right there. And right now it's going to feel like these possessions are at a premium, but Michigan is doing a good job of seeing what they want to go to before, and they're executing.
Yeah, I wasn't looking to see if that was a wheel route, but he got out there and just blew by the defender. All he had to do was just lob it over his head and hope he didn't get a user pick. Big play. All right, got 2 receivers to their left. Here's a handoff to Quorum, straight up the middle, looking for a hole. Gets hit and met and dropped at the 25, only a 2-yard gain. Yeah, they played that well on defense. Didn't get too carried away. Gang tackling there, made sure they didn't break too many tackles. So game clock's now under a minute left, 57 seconds left in the half. Looks like Oregon called their first timeout, hoping to get the ball back.
Yeah, and the last time we were down here, we saw, Roman Wilson break away on that goal streak.
All right, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, fullback to the left. Handoff, Quorum straight up the middle, gets to the outside, got a lane to the edge, and gets tackled down at the 11. wide receiver just couldn't hold his block long enough for him to get all the way around.
Yeah, smoothly moving between the tackles there. Broke away, had a one-on-one. Just a great job by Oregon corralling because Blake Corum is starting to heat up.
All right, you're going to let this clock wind down. Michigan can take it all the way down if they want. Whether they kick a field goal or score a touchdown, can ensure this is going to be the last drive of the half. Oh, and they meet him in the backfield. Oregon was not surprised. -3 on the play is going to bring up a long second down as per usual for this half.
Yeah, Sewell's got to keep making plays like that. He's the leader.
All right, they race back. Again, that Maryland formation. Oregon's playing pass defense here. Corum breaks right up the middle, gets down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. 19 seconds left in the half, and Michigan calls their first time out.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they let this clock dwindle down, they're pretty much accepting those 3 points. But this is a crucial one, right? You don't want to leave points on the board. You don't want to leave them out there. And big 3rd down here with that timeout. We're going to see if they're going to go to the air.
And you don't want to throw a pick this far down in the red zone either. They're back in that Maryland formation. Oregon's looking for a pass. Everybody's back. See how far back they are. Drops, rolls, looking, throwing, corner, touchdown. Max Bredesen 6 yards, and that's going to make it after the extra point 14-0. They leave 15 seconds, so Oregon's probably going to get a couple, 2 or 3 plays before halftime.
Yeah, very, very methodical drive. 4 minutes, 44 seconds there for Michigan's offense.
My goodness. Almost 10 minutes on 2 drives. It's crazy. All right, let's see what Oregon can do here. We know Michigan's got a really good kicker. I don't know what the wind is in this because sometimes the stadium has really strong wind. So we'll see if he gets this all the way back to the back of the end zone. Nope, he's going to pooch it, and Ferguson's going to, tight end's going to bring it straight up the middle, dives right around the 47-yard line. You got a short field, 13 seconds, that's at least 3 plays.
Yeah, that was scary because Ferguson is not short of being an athlete out there. He was moving on that one.
So we figure if you want to get a field goal, you need to get at least to the 35, somewhere around there, 38. Doesn't have very far to go, so that's what, 20 yards maybe?
Yeah, they just need to get to that little Oregon logo over there.
Like 15 yards. Butterfield drops, throws, screen pass, Jackson, and going to get met and drop from -3. He's definitely not Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah, it was a tough one there.
3rd and 13. They call their second timeouts. They have 8 seconds left. That's definitely 2 plays. And with 1 timeout left, they can use the entire field.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to call here. Butterfield's definitely got the arm for it. He can definitely play. He's got a really good ability of stretching the plays afterwards. It's just, like you said, they got to get 2 plays out of this one.
Yeah, they got to get down close to the 30 if they want to get a field goal. Otherwise, they got to take a shot. Butterfield drops, throws, out route, caught, and nope. I was trying to see if it was who it was caught by. Looked like it was a catch animation, but batted down by the defender. So 3 seconds left. They can just chuck this down the field and see if they can get an interference or bounce off somebody's hand, and or in this case, this year, bounce off somebody's head into somebody else's hands.
Yeah, and let's see if they can. If Butterfield can reach it, I'm sure he's got the arm strength for it. But it's a pretty deep one.
And he's just going to need time. He needs his offensive line to block these 3 rushers because there's only 3 coming. Pressure coming in his face, and he's knocked down. Incomplete pass. Wow. They just shredded the Oregon offensive line on that play. 3 guys just power rushed right through. So very interesting half. Be curious to see what the time of possession is. Probably like 10-4, if that. Waiting here for Jimmy to go to stats so we can see what the first half stats look like. Yeah, 8-3 in first downs, 165-45. Only 23 yards passing. They're having a rough time moving the ball. Look at that, 10 minutes and 1 second, so a 10-4 difference in time. That's killer.
Yeah, it's killer because of the extension that Oregon's been doing, that Michigan's been doing on their side, and it's not because they're getting constant first downs. They haven't gotten a lot of those, but they're converting the third downs. That's a huge one. 5 for 6 already for third down on Michigan's side, and on the other side, flip side, it's 1 for 3 for Oregon, and those third downs are pretty huge right now, looming for Oregon.
Plus the 1 4th down conversion too. So 6 out of 7 really.
Yeah, and Vaughn, they lost Lou. That's the energy booster right there. What does Oregon have to do to not replace Lou, but replace his production?
They gotta pass more because this running back's not the same. Whether that's try to get tight ends involved, try and get the receivers, do the screens. I don't know if the screens are going to work with this running back. Franklin's their best receiver by far, the best speed on the team. So somehow get him involved. Um, if this was me playing against the CPU, I'd go in and do formation subs and put Franklin at halfback. Especially anytime I'm going to throw a screen pass, I want to throw it to him, let him just run past my lineman, right? We don't have enough time to do that in the middle of the game, user versus user. So he's got to come up with something pretty quick, though. He does have the ball to start the half, so it won't take long to figure out what he's going to do.
Yeah, and a big thing is just your strategy is still going to be the same. A short kickoff here, so let's see how it comes out.
And he's looking for a block, gets to the edge, cuts back inside, gets dragged down to 30, so decent field position at the 30. Yeah, they need I wouldn't say a long sustained drive, but they need to get points this drive. They can't come up with nothing.
Yeah, successful drive is what they're going to need on here.
Even if it's a field goal, just get some kind of points. Because if they had kicked that other field goal instead of going for it, now, worst case you get a field goal here. It's still a 1-score game. So, I've been in that situation. I lost a game to Cincy by 2, and I didn't kick a field goal in the first half, and went for it and didn't get it. So, those decisions, man, they bite you way more than you think. All right, McGee goes in motion. Butterfield drops. And he's trying to wait for the guy to get open for the screen pass to the halfback, and he gets eaten by a guy right in his face. Maisie Smith.
Yeah, that defensive end was just a tad bit too slow, and it ended up working out for him there because he was kind of in the lane right there. You hope your quarterback can make it over, but a good decision there by Jimmy, taking a sack. No need, to force a throw there, and just live to fight another play.
Yeah, it looked like the running back and the offensive lineman kind of get hung up on the defender there. And he just couldn't. He was waiting and waiting for him to get open. And finally, the guy hit right in his face took him down. So luckily in the rain, he didn't fumble the ball. But now it's a long 2nd down and 20. All right, they shift out of this empty backfield situation. Butterfield barking out some sort of changes. Play clock down to 1. He gets it off, dropping way back to the 10. Throws it. Ferguson, doesn't catch the ball. Did a little spinorama there. I thought he had the ball for a first down, but he dropped it.
Yeah, that's the key guy right there. I know all the eyes are on the outside on these receivers, but Ferguson's a big body right here, and that look for Oregon to go to him. 3rd and long right here is not a lot of plays in the playbook that can help.
No, I don't know that it's necessarily 4-down territory just yet, even backed up all the way on his own 20-yard line, but he's got to at least make it a short 4th down so he can think about it. All right, trips to the right. Play clock down to 6. Butterfield drops, looking, throws over the middle, and batted down. Double covered, and Thornton really didn't have a chance to get to that ball.
Yeah, it was just Michigan playing everybody deep, knowing that they had 20 yards to go. There was no reason for, to take a big risk there. Butterfield had plenty of time, but it was just everything was clouded up. Good job by him not forcing a possible interception.
Now it comes down to, can Jimmy get this JT special off here and flip the field? Low angled line drive kick's going to land about the 45, skip all the way down to the 30, picked up, tries to get back outside. He's going to get dropped right around the 25-yard line. Roman Wilson, man, he was hoping to do something with it, and all he did was get put on his back. Nice catch by Oregon.
Yeah, and great coverage, too. I mean, good job by Jimmy getting his player in the right position, letting them do the work. That's exactly what you want. But Vaughn, we got another Michigan drive here, and you can kind of feel the momentum starting to loom fully for the maize and blue here.
Yeah, Oregon cannot give up another 5-minute drive here. They've got to get basically 3 and out. They can't be giving up long third downs and conversions and letting them keep the ball. Here's Corum up the middle, gets swarmed over and dropped immediately for no gain. Nice backside pressure there by the Ducks.
Man, Oregon plays these inside zones so smoothly. Their linebackers do a good job. Their D line holds the blocks and so well. It's really impressive to see how physical Oregon's gotten since last year.
All right, again, a long second down for Michigan. We've said that all day long. Got 2 receivers, tight end and fullback in. Hand off to Corum, tries to get to the edge. Gonzalez coming in, overruns the play, and Corum's going to get a first down. Had a good wide receiver blocking. The safety was trying to come over and hit him, and he missed. Just ran right by him, and that gave him the first down.
Yeah, see, that's where we're seeing it, right? I mean, the interior has been doing a good job. Right there, you see the defensive end give up the edge. The corner couldn't get off the block, and it's very scary how strong these Michigan receivers do when they're run blocking. I've seen them lock guys up for seconds at a time.
Yeah, that's just crucial for your run game. The offensive line does their job, but those receivers got to hold the DBs off so that you can get all the way to the edge because, Corum against the DB. Here we go, read option. McCarthy straight up the middle and slides down right on the O. Going to bring up a second down and 1. Yeah, so you can get Corum one-on-one with the DB. You got to feel happy about that. So the receivers just need to do a job of holding the outside guys and let him find a hole on those outside runs.
Yeah, and that's kind of right there. We just see that's what keeps defenses honest. Those read option plays. It's tough to defend.
All right, we got Stokes gets the ball this time, cuts back. Didn't like the look on the outside. Tried to cut it all the way back and got dropped immediately for a loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that's the inside pressure right there. We're seeing it. It's just consistently done a good job by Oregon. It's the outside and the third downs that right now you want to see, them just buckle up a little bit tighter.
All right, big 3rd down. Oregon needs a stop here. Michigan wants to get another first down, eat more time off this clock. All the pressure's on Oregon right now. Michigan doesn't matter. They got a 2-score lead. If they have to punt, no big deal. Play clock down to 10. McCarthy making changes. Steps back. Pressure coming. Swings it out in the flat. Caught. First down. Dragged down at the 46-yard line. Stokes moves the chains with an 8-yard catch.
Yeah, it's just an incredible job reading everything. He just had to check it down. Once he checked it down, good job.
Yeah, it was quick. Got rid of the ball right away. Didn't let the pressure get to him. Had the man wide open. He knew where he was. And that's probably going to eat another 2 minutes off this clock after that. Just knowing how Michigan's very patient, very methodical, not in a hurry to do anything right now. Oh, yeah, trips to the right. We got an uncovered receiver there. They adjust. McCarthy steps back, looks, throws deep down the middle, and dropped. Had Terrell open. I'm sorry, Terrell with the deflection. I saw the wrong name. I forgot who that was for. Was that Jennings or Anthony or Clemens? Who was that?
Anyway, it looked like Clemens on that one, but I mean, geez, look, they just covered so much ground there, did the Oregon defenders.
Hey. Recovery speed. He's able to jump, bat the ball down. I know he likes athletes. So you just get the athletes, get them on the field, and coach them up, right? Here's Corum trying to cut back. It's pinballed between 2 defenders. Drops after a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. And another 3rd down to Oregon really needs to step up if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, it's rare to see Corum only have under 50 yards in the second half. But, it's him through the air that's been the crucial thing.
All right, we'll see how Oregon wants to bring some pressure here. See if the Wolverines want to stay on the ground. Swing pass. McCarthy drops. Looking, throwing. Caught and dropped at the 27-yard line. A.J. Henning. That was not an easy catch. He holds on, gets the first down.
Just an incredible anticipation throw right there. I don't know how he held on. That was wild.
Yeah, it looked like the DB actually had better position on him, but he somehow caught the ball, held on through contact. Move the chains. Already at 3 minutes on this drive again. All right, Michigan in the shotgun. McCarthy drops, looks, no pressure. Over the middle, caught right at the 11-yard line and dropped. Darius Clemens dropped that one earlier, just made up for it with a 15-yard catch and down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, he's long, he's rangy, he presents himself as a huge target for McCarthy there. McCarthy's anticipation and Coach Fam's trust in him is what's really showing right now.
He's 13 out of 15. He's been throwing the ball a lot in the second half. Now they have that weird stacked 4 receivers, 2 stacked on each side. Slot DBs don't know what to do. And then they cut up and dropped. 2-yard gain for Corum. Linebacker stayed home.
Yeah, every time I see that formation, I normally think it's going to be an inside zone. It's scary to run routes out of that formation just because, I don't know why, but the animation by the receivers is always so trippy.
Yeah, I have added that formation to my playbook, and there are some really, really good pass plays out of there, but you need time. If you don't get the time, then it becomes not fun. So let's see what they do here. 2nd down and 8. Clock winding down to 2 minutes left in this quarter. He got the ball. There was 5 minutes left in the quarter, so Corum goes in motion. Fake handoff. McCarthy gets to the outside, breaks 2 tackles, pushes through, and finally they shove him out.
Good Lord.
He will not go down.
Vaughn, what is he on, Vaughn? McCarthy is just, oh, man,
All right, I got to put the piss cup emote in chat because that's ridiculous.
Please.
Breaks 2 tackles and makes 2 guys just to shove him out of bounds because he won't go down. All right, 3rd and goal from the 6. See if Michigan can convert another 3rd down. They don't actually. It's not 3rd and goal. It's 3rd and 4. They can get another 1st down without scoring. Come out in that Maryland set. Looks like you got an offensive lineman in the backfield. Fake handoff to Corum, rolling hard to his left, scrambling, looking, trying to get to the edge. Stops, throws, and it's incomplete.
At least it wasn't a 360 throw right there. Thank God.
Yeah, Manning got over there, batted that ball down. His speed kept McCarthy from getting to the edge and getting in the end zone, forcing him to just throw it away. So,
yeah, huge props by them.
Yeah, so now Michigan's going to try this short little field goal, but it's from the right hash. They got to pull it back across their body. Kick is up and good though. So 17-0. As I said before, though, Oregon didn't kick the field goal early in the first half, and now it's a 3-score game instead of a 2-score game. So I still have a lot of work to go. There's only 8.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, it seems like an uphill climb right now for Oregon. They're going to have to get a score here, and you want to get it before this 3rd quarter ends.
See if he can run this kickback. Here comes Carter looking for a lane. Jukes back to the inside. Looked like he wanted to go. He's not down yet. There he is. He wanted to go to the outside, and that Michigan guy kind of shut it down. He kind of was getting ridden out by the Oregon blocker, and it actually kept his return guy from getting to the edge. All right, 1st down on the 26, 1:19 left in the quarter. This is definitely a time where I would be looking at that clock saying I got to score before they get to the 4th quarter. It's just how I operate, but you got to give yourself a chance in the 4th quarter, right?
Yeah, and obviously it's easier said than done right now. It seems like the ball is just bouncing Michigan's way, but it's just really going to see how Oregon can try to take advantage of the little openings that they found. It's just these guys got to come up with the ball.
Yeah, this is really testing Jimmy. Not having Lou, he's going to have to try and find somebody else that can make plays for him on offense. Here's the handoff. Jackson trying to get to the edge, and he's grabbed and dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Yeah, you hate to see that right there. You needed one block to spring by, and Michigan's just doing a tremendous job of containing the edge. And we're kind of seeing a tale of 2 different defenses, man. Michigan's slowing everything on the edge down. Oregon's containing everything down the middle. But right now, of course, the 17-point lead is the big thing on the everyone's mind.
Yeah, Michigan's getting they're shedding blocks and getting through the blocks and dragging him down before he can get outside. He's still pretty much in the backfield still, and he just can't get around them. They're relentless. All right, McGee goes in motion. Butterfield drops, looking for that screen pass. Jackson cuts back inside.
Woo!
Great move to avoid a tackle. Powers through another guy and gets the 1st down. Wow, what a move. Look at that.
My Lord.
What a spin move by O'Shea Johnson. I'm sorry, O'Shea Jackson. Looked like the defender was going to drag him down easily. And so you guys know, I learned this on either Operation Sports or Reddit. The higher their spin rating is, the tighter their spins are. If they're doing a big wide spins because they have a low spin number on their ratings.
I swear, Vaughn, the Guru Vaughn always has something.
Butterfield drops, looks, throws out, and it's picked off.
Oh,
Down the sidelines to the 30, getting the block, down inside the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line. What a critical interception from Michigan to stop Oregon and keep them from getting any kind of momentum on offense.
yeah, it was a good throw. I don't know why Ferguson jumped and got that animation. He's a bigger guy, and he totally just allowed the Michigan defender to get an opportunity at that. He's so tall, and he just tough turn of events there.
All right, see what they do here. They got tight bunch trips to the left. Corum runs out to the outside, cuts it back, goes back outside, bounces off Gonzalez, gets met by Bridges at the 4 and taken down, but he gains 7 on the play.
Yeah, and down here, I mean, you're only a few yards away, but I still expect Michigan to really slow everything down, control the clock, take this into the fourth and just bleed as much as they can.
And there we go. So we're off to the fourth quarter, guys. Get those 4s up in chat. This game has flown by. It's only been about a little over a half hour, maybe 40 minutes for this entire game because of the way Michigan has just controlled the clock, grinding it down the field, making Oregon's defense just stay out there all day. And they don't come out in the Maryland. They come out in the full house backfield. Look, got 2 halfbacks and a fullback. Here's Corum, bounces off 2 guys, taken down. It's going to be shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. They can get a first down without scoring, I believe. Yes. Oregon's got to they need to strip. They got to rip the ball loose. Here's the handoff, and did he get it?
Wow.
Yes, got the first down, but not the touchdown.
And of course, they're going to give it to him on that one. It's just one of those days. I can't believe they got a first down there. That was a great job by Blake Corum staying up.
Yeah, I thought he was shy on that play. And now it's just going to eat more time off the clock. Try to up the middle. Corum just walks in, bounces off his own offensive lineman. And that's going to make it after that extra point, it's going to make it 24-0. So now Oregon's going to need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-pointers to get back in this game.
Yeah, it's a tough one right now. I mean, of course, you don't want to say that Lou was the dejecting force for the team. The coach was definitely confident in it, understood he still got players to play with, but the team mentally might have taken just a different route on that one. And as Lou is in the locker room, I know he doesn't like seeing this, but right now Michigan's just really flexing their muscles.
So I would suggest all the guys in this league, when you practice with your backups so you know what it's going to be like once they come in if you get an injury like that. Because if you're always practicing with your number ones and never play these other guys, you kind of have no idea what to expect when they get on the field. As we see Cole take a 19-yard return, and he's going to be shy of the 20.
Yeah, they had a massive lane there, and that Michigan defender just flew around everybody. I want to know that kid's speed because, damn, that boy's fast.
What are they feeding those guys?
Yeah, Ann Arbor NIL money.
Are they pills? All right. Let's see what Oregon can do on this drive. Handoff, Jackson bounces off 1 tackle, powers through another one, falls forward, picks up 4 on the play. He's 2nd down and 6. Fam says they're eating Buckeye nuts.
Yikes. I don't know how to take that one.
Oh, they're not Rocky Mountain oysters, right? They're Lake Michigan oysters. All right, 2nd and 6 from the 21. Oregon looking for something positive on offense right now. They're really struggling without their main man, Lemon Pepper Lou. Franklin really hasn't gotten involved either. Here's a swing pass to Ferguson, the tight end in the flat. It's going to get a first down and temporarily stop this clock. Move the chains for the Ducks.
Yeah, good job there. See, that's where the big body comes in handy. That's what you want to see Ferguson do from now on, not jump around and try to make everything so flamboyant.
All right, no huddle. They got to go no huddle. It might be no huddle the rest of the game. Here's a handoff. Jackson looking for a lane outside. He's got one. Pushes forward. Picks up 7 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, he had a crease there, man. Just an impressive job by the speed of these Michigan defenders.
All right, back to the no huddle. See what the Ducks call here on 2nd down and 3. They can pretty much run anything out of this. And that stupid time-wasting animation by the quarterback that we all hate. Butterfield, handoff, counter. Jackson looking outside. A little lag going on now. Tries to juke one guy. Spins in.
Oh,
He's
my Lord.
Down the sideline goes Jackson. Can they catch him? To the 30, to the 25. Step back at the 20. Breaks a tackle. Rolls forward to the 15. What a run. O'Shea Jackson, 50 yards. Oh, my God.
Whoo-wee.
Wow.
O'Shea letting the team know he can play.
Can we count how many just fake juke step back spins on one play? That's ridiculous.
Whew. O'Shea's a baller.
Jimmy's breaking out all the user. My goodness, all in one play. That's probably more than I've ever done in one game, and he did it on one play. That was crazy. All right, 1st down around the 15-yard line. That was more exciting than a 50-yard bomb just down the sideline on a streak to Franklin. All right. Play clock down to 16. Game clock down to 5:14. Under center this time. I formation. Back, fake handoff. Rolling hard to his right. Throws. Lobs it to the end zone. Caught by Franklin for a touchdown. Looks like we got some lag going on here, too. 15-yarder into the corner. Now he's got to go for 2 to make this 2-score game with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, impressive drive there. Way to never quit by the Oregon team. And just a great dot into the corner. Great job by Ferguson there.
And he just floated it right over the defender. It seemed like it took forever for the ball to get to Franklin. See what they're do play calling here for both teams. Kind of waiting to see what's happening. There we go. All right, right to 3. Get trips to the right. Jackson goes in motion. Butterfield drops. Quick throw. Back of the end zone. Caught by Ferguson. They convert. So it's down to a 16-point game with 5:07 left. So Oregon's going to need 2 stops, but they still have a chance. Slim, but they do have a chance.
Yeah, that motion by the running back right there just pretty much freezes the corner. And Ferguson in the back of the end zone. Great throw by Butterfield. Great confidence in that throw.
All right, deep kickoff. Well, not so deep. There must be a wind in his face. It's going to be off 4 yards deep. Bring it straight up the middle. Looking for a lane. Gets grabbed and dropped right at the 15. Roman Wilson got 21. And this is where Oregon's defense has to clamp down. They need some sort of turnover.
Yeah, and that was a crucial tackle right there. You get him to start at the 15. You know, it kind of builds on the momentum that you're having right now. But like you said, Vaughn, they got to get a turnover.
And at the very worst, a 3 and out, because they're going to punt the ball. They're going to get the ball right around midfield, depending on the type of punt that comes off his foot, whether it's, low line drive that skips. Play clock's down to 6. Corum, fake handoff, up the middle. McCarthy tries to cut back, bounces off 2 guys, and he's down. Gain of 7 on the play. And we're under 5 minutes left, and there is definite lag in this game.
Yeah, we're seeing it right now, and you just don't want to jinx anything, right? But McCarthy is, he's holding on to that ball really solid so far. He's just done a good job of holding on to it. But in this rain, you got to be very careful.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to run outside with the quarterback and get hit from the side, because it tends to generate more fumble animations than if you just run straight up the middle. You get more strip tackles up the middle, right, when you go head on with a defender. Here's another read option. McCarthy's got a huge hold to the outside. Great block by the receiver out there. Cuts it back inside. He's to the 40, 45, 50. He's getting chased down by Terrell from behind. And, he breaks that tackle. He's going to get inside the inside the 30. 52 yards by the quarterback on the read option. Wow.
Yeah, just impressive there. The aggressiveness of Oregon bit him a little. And just smooth sailing for McCarthy. So just gliding on his feet and putting a team on his back right there.
Yeah, he picked up like an extra 5 or 10 yards. I thought Terrell was going to grab him and throw him to the ground, and he broke that tackle. So he's lucky he didn't fumble at that point. Now we got that stacked wide receivers, 2 to each side. See if they run or pass out of this. They ran last time. Quick drop, throws, deep, and Manning picks it off
Oh,
inside the 5. Back up the sidelines to the 10, and he's dropped at the 11. Whoa, underthrown pass, and Manning comes up with a big pick. So Oregon's not out of it yet, folks. They could march down and score and get an onside kick. They might tie this game up.
yeah, and that's the turnover they needed. And you said it, Von, the underthrown throw right there, just paying dividends. McCarthy's first turnover of the day, first big mistake, really, and it's a huge one.
Yeah, it looked like that wide receiver had a step, but Manning closed on that ball. He had the good position, but he closed and cut the distance down so that he can easily catch that ball. All right, see what Oregon does here. You got trips to the right, Thornton way to the left. Jackson had a 50-yard run last time he had the ball. Cuts it straight up the middle. He's got a huge hold. Tries to juke through 2 guys. Picks up 7 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 3, and they got to hurry.
Yeah, you got to score probably before you hit around the 2-minute mark. It's really crucial, but try to do everything you can to keep those timeouts.
Keep the timeouts. Score quick. Hope to get a 3 and out. Jackson goes in motion again. Butterfield drops, rolls, looks, swings it to him in the flat. Cuts upfield, jukes 2 defenders, runs into his own man, and gets dropped at the 24-yard line. Gets the 1st down and stops the clock temporarily.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing your running back make a man miss and your receivers just watching everything happen. For the love of God, block.
He had his back to the DB. He was looking at the running back instead of turning around and blocking somebody. All right, got trips to the right. Butterfield drops, no pressure, throws over the middle and missed his man. He wasn't wide open, but he did have the angle. Ferguson could have caught that ball. That would have been a huge 1st down.
Yeah, and Ferguson's that big target, man, and Butterfield put it on the money. It's just he just totally whiffed. Like he had it on the right trajectory, but he threw it a little bit too far ahead of him.
All right, 2nd down and 10. It's not the end of the world. Plus, it stops the clock. You don't have to hurry so much. See what they want to do on this side. See if Michigan's going to bring any pressure. Or they're going to play back in a zone. How they want to handle this. All right, game clock's down to 18 seconds. Come out of the huddle. Got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Ferguson's in there on the right side. Man in motion. Butterfield drops, throws, screen pass to Jackson, cuts it back inside, spins, gets to the outside, and gets dragged down from behind. Man, he could have gone for at least 15 more if he could have got away from that one.
Yeah, my very favorite Superman tackle right there just totally saved Michigan on that one.
All right, 3rd down and 1. Hustle back up to the line of scrimmage. Game clock down to 3:15. Shift their formation. Here's the handout. Jackson straight up the middle, spins, gets through the defensive line somehow, picks up 8 yards on the play. Nice 1st down, 3:06 left. The clock stops temporarily right around the 42, 43.
Yeah, fatigue playing a factor here as well as the time for Oregon.
All right. Handoff again. Jackson tries to cut outside, cuts back inside. He's got a lane, goes straight up the middle this time, runs through to 2 defenders inside the 45-yard line.
Just so smooth was Jackson there, and it looks like he's getting the rhythm going. And you hope it's not too little, too late, but he is looking smooth as he's gonna go to the sideline here, and we're gonna see the 3rd string running back come in.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 44. Under 3 minutes left in the game. I love how they don't hustle out of the huddle either. Got trips to the right, Thornton way to the left. Running back in motion. Butterfield drops, throws the out route. It's caught. Ferguson spins and gets pushed out at the 26-yard line. Luckily for Oregon, he got pushed out, so that's going to stop the clock temporarily.
Yeah, good corner route, good timing route. They were man-to-man. They got caught in man-to-man. And just very impressive play there by Butterfield. Seeing it, ripping it, and being confident in that throw.
All right, game clock's rolling again. 2:46 and counting. At the 26-yard line. Quicker they can score, more time they'll have. Whether they do onside or not. Butterfield only has 92 yards passing. That's really strange. Feels like he has more than that. That's just because Michigan held the ball for 10 minutes in the first half. Butterfield, here's a counter to Cole. Runs into his own blocker, stumbles forward. Doesn't look like he put his hand down to keep him from going down on a knee. He picks up 6 yards on a play. He's 2nd and 4. We're under 2.5 minutes left, and they go no huddle.
Yeah, it's very crucial. They do everything in their power to save those timeouts.
All right, again, trips to the right. Running back in motion. Butterfield drops, looks, throws. Franklin doesn't stay on his feet. He dives for the ball. It's going to be short of the first down and eat more time off the clock here. I hate that animation.
I was about to say that, Vaughn. I don't understand that whatsoever.
There's no reason for the receiver to jump to catch the ball. There's no one around him, and it's not like he threw it, way left, way right, or way high. All right, under 2 minutes left now. 3rd and 2. Butterfield drops, throws out route, caught. Ferguson doesn't get out of bounds, does get the first down, which stops the clock just for a little bit here. 1:54 left. They're on about the 8 or 9 yard line. They got to put this ball on the next play or two.
Yeah, they're teetering around it, but as long as they keep the 3 timeouts, it'll be okay. You don't want to get too far down.
All right, Butterfield looking, throws out. Ferguson caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. Yeah, when he called that play and I saw the play art, I was like, that's the guy I would be looking for right away. Touchdown right there. Needs this 2-point conversion to get it down to a 1-score game.
Yep.
Just imagine if he'd have kicked that field goal in the first half, he'd be down 7 instead of 8, right? I'm going to tease him about that, but I made the same. I wouldn't call it a mistake. It was a personal decision, right? And it just didn't work out. But those 3 points right now would be huge.
12 plays, 90-yard drive.
All right, see what they can dial up here on the 2-pointer. Michigan needs to get a stop here. Butterfield drops, throws, and it's batted down. Really didn't have a lane. The defender was between him and the ball. Good defense by the Wolverines.
Yeah, good job by the safety. They played over the top. They expected the corner out there, and real crucial here. Now that you're down by 10, the onside kick is pretty much the only thing you can do. But if you were down by only 8, you try to play that good defense.
All right, now it is raining, so this ball may not get handled properly. We'll see. All it takes is him not picking it up or bouncing off the up man. There's a kick, and it's picked up. And he's going to go back to the middle of the field. Might have a lane to run. He's going to get knocked down around the 47-yard line. Good play by Bredesen, but you have to worry. I've had a computer hit stick me in that situation, and I fumbled the ball. So got to get to the ground as quick as possible on those onside kicks.
Yeah, same here. Believe me, I want to return them. I think I'm going to get a lane, and I just get laid out right there.
All right, so now Michigan needs to kill time like they've done all game. Oregon, you have to assume they're going to run the ball here. You got to strip the ball out no matter what, whether it's a run or a pass. Here's the handoff. Wilson again. Tries to cut up the middle. Drags 3 defenders down. Wow. Picks up 8 yards. I'm sorry, that's Andrell Anthony, not Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know what Michigan's feeding their running backs, but whatever it is very juicy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got met and then just dragged him forward for at least 3 more yards. So Oregon calls their first time out with 1.5 minutes left. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. They definitely need a negative play right here. Two timeouts left. Yeah, 10-point game. They get another first down. I mean, worst case is Oregon gets the ball back with a handful of seconds left. So, all right, 3 receivers tight to the right. Hand off to Corum. Finds a hole to the outside. Gets the first down. Dragged down at the 40. See if Oregon's going to go ahead and call this timeout. Yep. 1.5 minutes left. Yeah, they need a strip and a scoop and score here.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. I mean, you did a great job by that outside linebacker staying outside, forcing it to bounce back, but unfortunately, nobody filled the lane, and Michigan paid on that one.
All right, Oregon can only stop the clock one more time. Michigan really only needs one more first down. Here's a handoff. Way to the left. Gets off one man. Gets met and dropped right at the 40-yard line. Corum picks up one. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is they burned Oregon's last time out. So they basically, yeah, if they can get a first down, this game's over. Otherwise, they may have to punt. Either way, Oregon's only going to have a few seconds left in this game when they get it back.
Yeah, ball security is what everybody's saying on the sideline right now. Every single coach is just talking to each other about it.
I like to call this power pistol. I have no idea what this formation is, but you get the fullback in there. Here goes Corum. Gets met and dragged down. Going to lose 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. They bleed this clock down. It's only going to be about 40 seconds left.
Yeah, and here we've seen pretty much a tell of two halves, Vaughn. Michigan kind of dominated that first one, and Oregon's really done a good job of finding new offensive life. But it's just unfortunate, just a little too late right now for the Ducks.
Yeah, Michigan did just enough. I mean, they killed clock in the second half, ended up with a field goal out of it, right? So they got points out of it, but they took more time off the clock. And Oregon's just been scrambling to get something to work. They finally found out their backup running back actually can run the ball really well if you give him time, get the hole. Game clock's down to 46. Play clock's down to 4. Here's the handoff. Corum looking to get the edge. He doesn't want to get taken out of bounds. Gets dragged down for another 3-yard loss at the 45. And he can pretty much just let the clock run out because there's like a second and a half difference between game and play. And that's going to be it. Michigan does not have to snap the ball again.
Yeah, just an impressive showing by the Wolverines. Coach Pham, I mean, bringing in the number one recruiting class in the offseason, coming out on top in this game. This was going to be the game that a lot of us wanted to see. And, honestly, just the Wolverines have really, really shown that they're ready to play this year.
Yeah, basically death by 1,000 cuts. He just convert all those long third downs, make the clock just continuously run. Don't give Oregon much of any offensive. I don't know what I'm looking for, but they don't get a chance to get in any rhythm in the first half. And then Lou gets hurt and they're scrambling. So it was a great game plan by Michigan. And unfortunately for Jimmy, he had his best player get knocked out early. So, all right, let's bring the winning coach in here.
Yep. What's up, guys? Yeah, thank you guys for calling to this game.
Good game, man. That was a very impressive game. Let me see this time of possession. Scroll down more, Jimmy. Look at that. Double the time of possession, essentially. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You controlled the ball for over half the game. I mean, you had a 5-minute drive to start the game. You had almost a 5-minute drive in the third quarter. I mean, you had some great conversions on third down. So was that basically the game plan coming in to try and just control the clock, shorten the game, use your big athletic line on both sides to just control Oregon?
Yeah, the goal was to try to hold the ball as long as we can, and but of course, take the points when we can. But Jimmy did a great job of keeping us honest and playing the run well, making us pass when we needed to, and we did a good job of just converting on the third down, fourth down. So yeah, definitely overall like great game plan by Jimmy. We just had to adjust and just take what he gives us and convert when we can, because it's definitely he made us throw the ball a lot more than we needed to in that game.
Yeah, converted 9 out of 12 on third and fourth down. That's ridiculous. There was so many 2nd and 10, third and 13s. The entire first half, it felt like you were always long downs in second and third, and you always found just enough yards to move the chain. So very impressive. And then McCarthy rips off a 50-something yard run to kind of salt that game away at that point. Because if he can stop you there, you can get the ball back. You might have had a different outcome. So. I'm speechless because I'm impressed that you controlled the ball for that long and just made, took your ball, went home and said, "Sorry, Jimmy, you can't play." So impressive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it over to Danny and let him ask something a little more intelligent.
Yeah.
Fam, just an impressive overall game. It's really shown how much you've opened the playbook. You've done a good job of keeping everything, you know, unbalanced, I guess you would say, and just keeping everything unpredictable. What exactly did you see from Jimmy's defense and offense? But first, we'll go with the defense that felt you could kind of mix it up, and what did you see that had you kind of on your heels?
Yeah, he had a lot of speed on defense. Definitely, Corum was definitely neutralized with the run game, and I felt like our running game was definitely kind of hitting a wall a little bit. So we had to depend on McCarthy running the ball and passing the ball when we need to get those conversions. So yeah, his defense was definitely having a lot of speed, shedding off blocks, and just meeting Corum and the other running backs at the pretty much the line of scrimmage. So they did a great job with that. Yeah, Jimmy's offense. Yeah, we just try to make sure that we keep them off the field, and hopefully Lemon Pepper Lou can recover from his concussion. But yeah, I think yeah, that definitely played a huge impact in my opinion, just because yeah, he's definitely a great player, and also Franklin too. But we did try to do a great job of trying to key off on Franklin and their tight end that he's been utilizing. So, um, but overall, great game plan by Jimmy. Just we just had to do our best to just see what he gives us and just take whatever openings that are available there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, I was about to allude to that. The run game wasn't exactly working so much, but it was working in the sense of, with McCarthy on his legs. And how well did you feel after you adapted to Corum not really getting all those yards, but how much confidence do you have in your team after seeing that you can run the ball without Blake Corum? Not so much because he's not on the field, but just in different ways.
Yeah, definitely. I think Corum a great player. I think he's a great focal point to the team, and definitely we have other players who can we can put the ball in their hands and they can definitely do some work themselves. So try to distribute and try to make it so that way can make it less predictable, and try to put other teams on their heels when we have the ball.
Yeah, coach. No, absolutely. Very, very impressive performance. Number one recruiting class and another win tonight. Congratulations, coach. Great game.
Yeah, thank you, and GG's Jimmy.
All right, let's bring in Jimmy Two Blunts here. Get his thoughts on this one. Mike. Mike is muted.
Yeah, GG's,
There
GG's.
we go. All right, Jimmy, that was a tough game, man. Your defense on the field a lot. You had some long down and distance situations all game long, and they just found a way to get enough yards to get the first down. So, I mean, besides losing Lou early, how demoralizing was it to get them in the right spot, and then they just consistently convert and just eat time off the clock?
Yeah, he's got a really good defense. Rivals Miami. That secondary is tough. It was hard to find open guys, especially when you don't have time. His up front is just massive. They're like just a big sofa, just bulldozing through there. He mixed it up. He's got a Swiss Army knife on offense. Look at McCarthy had almost 90 yards rushing. I planned for that. Like I planned to stop McCarthy running. It didn't work. So he's got Henning. He's got Wilson. He's got two good backs. Tough team. Tough team. They're going to rival for the championship.
So, what do you think about your backup Jackson now that you've gotten to take him out and play with him a little bit? I know he's not Lou, but he had 93 yards. He had a long 50-yard run for a touchdown, or it wasn't a touchdown, it was down inside the 10. So, how do you feel about your backup now?
Yeah, he did well. I thought when Lou went down at first, the line just was demoralized. They weren't blocking right away. That big run really sparked him. That helped a lot. But yeah, I think he'll be serviceable. I can mix him and J. Cole up there a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
And then on offense, you didn't get ball to Franklin. You did catch a touchdown, but you weren't able to get the ball to him a ton. But
Mm-mm.
Ferguson had some good plays. He had an unfortunate drop as well. That would have been a first down. But what about using him going forward a little more? Because Danny was bringing that up. He's a big body, athletic tight end. You can get some mismatches on the linebackers with him.
Yeah, he is. We will definitely try to utilize him more. People are starting to they're going to start being keen to him. So we'll see how much we can use him.
Yeah, with nothing else, it takes people away from Franklin, right? So spread them around.
True.
Not sure which guy you're going to hit. So I'll turn this over to Danny and let him ask you more.
Coach, I saw you signaling to the team, "Hey, don't worry, everyone relax. Lose, it's gonna be okay. We'll keep it going." It wasn't so much the run game that you're getting going; it was just Michigan's ability to stop the edge and things of that nature. We've covered the offense. How would you grade your defense today, first half to second half?
Ah, man, they did well in a lot of aspects. They gave up the run to McCarthy a lot. That was heartbreaking. I think they got good penetration, stopping Corum. They opened up the field, the middle of the field a lot. Like he ran a lot of square ins and posts that were very successful on third downs. Those really hurt. So we got to clean that up. Maybe stretch Sewell out a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely understood there. I don't want to call this season, this season's so young. It's definitely young. What grade do you give the team right now at this point in the season?
Ah, that's tough. That's tough. Probably a C right now. Both losses are out of conference, so we're at a lot of new positions. A lot of guys moved around in the off season, so they're adjusting well, I think, so far. We just got to work offensively. We're just very stagnant. I feel like the Hawkeyes. Got to try to shed that.
Yeah, I was definitely about to allude to the logo on the sweater right now.
So,
The offense has been showing huge peaks, and of course, peaks and valleys right now is what we're seeing with the offense. But who do you got next week, and how do you feel that game's going to go?
I think we got LSU. Yep, we got LSU first conference game on the road. It's going to be tough. We're going to get tested. We're going to have to step it up offensively. Hopefully, we get Lou back, but if not, we got that two-headed monster of O'Shea and Jermaine.
Yeah, and of course, Coach. Lastly, for me, how do you feel about Butterfield's performance so far, and what do you want to see from him going forward?
Maybe just a little bit more out of him, more downfield. That pick, that was a tough pick. Ferguson did some kind of weird shit on that play. I don't even know, but good pick. He almost ran it back. That was tough. But yeah, just need to see more out of my receivers. I need to get open more, maybe get some more release. We'll see.
Yeah, Coach. Great game, fam. It was a pleasure calling it, boys.
Yeah, good call, boys. Thanks, everyone.
Same here. Great game, guys. Very enjoyable. Danny, always enjoyed doing games with you. George, first game, enjoyed doing games with you as well, man. So that'll wrap up our Monday night doubleheader, but don't go too far away because week 4 kicks off tomorrow night with another doubleheader starting at 8:30 Central. We have T-Clink's Tennessee Volunteers going against Serpanda Slayer's Baylor Bears. And immediately after that, we have JT Gaming's Iowa Hawkeyes against 49er George's NC State Wolfpack. So another doubleheader tomorrow night, 8:30, 10 o'clock Central Time. So make sure you guys tune back in for that. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring some beer, and we will catch you guys tomorrow night.